Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Channel Dad Brian Lake Reads. And keeping in line with the coronavirus and current things going on, can you get coronavirus from having sex? This is from ShapeMagazine.com. Renee Cherry. And that's kind of funny. And here we have a couple lovingly looking at each other. So the whole isolation aspect of COVID-19 has definitely been changing the sex and dating landscape. While meeting people, IRL has taken a backseat. FaceTime sex, long chats, and coronavirus-themed porn. Really? Coronavirus theme? What? I wonder what. I don't even want to know. If you've been thriving thanks to aforementioned hobbies, you might be wondering exactly what's off the table right now. Well, exchanging body fluids, I would say. Luckily, the city of New York set out to educate us on sex. Oh. There's a guide? Okay, we got to bring that up in another... Oh, shoot. And yeah, okay. It's a PDF. Check it out yourself. Look in the description below. The guidance is based on what's known about COVID-19 so far. The transmission. At this point, it seems like the virus mainly spreads between people who are within 6 feet of each other. That's actually been disproven. When someone with virus... Okay, basically they got a cough or sneeze on you. They're still debating how well it's in the air, and how much you have to be exposed, and whether or not you basically got to get that in. You basically sneeze in your face. This is why they're saying don't touch your face when your hands are dirty. Okay, people. I also pick up the coronavirus after touching a contaminated surface, but that doesn't seem to be the primary way the virus spreads. Yes, and those cotton masks that everybody's wearing, they don't do shit. Okay, the virus goes right through it. So far, COVID, and this is why they're saying to put them on the people who are ill, not those who are healthy. So far, COVID-19 doesn't seem to be transmitting through sex. Now, although it's worth noting that it isn't always the case with viruses in general. I'm guessing through the actual intercourse part. I mean, if you're kissing and all that stuff and it's transmitted through the body fluid, through saliva, anything coming out of the, maybe it doesn't live in the mouth. Maybe this is why you have to cough or sneeze, so it has to come out of the respiratory system. There are hundreds of types of viruses, she explains, although it doesn't appear that the coronavirus is sexually transmitted. One can easily shed viruses like herpes virus. I don't know if I've ever seen it all together, and HIV through... No kidding. And syphilis and gonorrhea and a bunch of other stuff. Regardless, though, you can technically catch the coronavirus while having sex with someone who's infected, surely by the virtue of your proximity to them. Okay, so as of now, there's no research indicating that COVID-19 has been detected in semen or vaginal fluid. Okay, well, that would make sense since it's a respiratory disease. But the virus has been found in poop samples, so that still makes sense because... in humans, when we swallow and everything, so if you've got it in let's say your throat or your lungs, and let's say you cough, some's in your mouth, and then you swallow, it's going to end up in your stomach. Okay, meaning anal sex might make coronavirus transmission more likely than if you're eating butt. With those details in mind, the NYC is kissing and rimming can be especially risky. Okay. So no come in contact with someone else's saliva or fecal matter. The city got even more specific for anyone who's unclear that the coronavirus pandemic calls for terms of intimacy. First, the guide says that masturbation is the least likely to encourage the spread. Oh, okay, as long as you're practicing proper hand washing techniques. Okay, so married guys over 40, you're okay. Just make sure you really clean up when you're done. Having sex with someone you live with is the next best option. Having close sex is only a small circle of people helps prevent. Okay, so don't sleep around. That actually helps prevent other diseases too. Reads a statement from the guide. Heading out for a hookup is another story. You should avoid close contact, including sex. So basically, no kissing and no sneezing on each other. So just, wear N95 masks and just go at it. If you have sex with others, have as few partners as possible. The caveat, there's a caveat, is that one or both partners feel sick regardless of whether or not they live together. It's best to avoid sex and kissing altogether. No kidding. Any safe sex practices are okay right now as long as you or your partner have no reason to believe that you've been infected. And I am willing to wager that there are far more people infected than we realize. And I wouldn't be surprised if millions of Americans have already had it and gotten over it. They had it in December, January, and February. If either of you has been infected or present any symptoms of being ill at all, don't have sex. Again, this ultra quiet vibrator while social distancing. What? I'm not going to click. I'm going to put a link. I'm not putting a link to that, but I will put a link to this article. And if you are so inclined as to find out what normal's going on, go ahead. It's up to you. Planned Parenthood also released a guide to navigating sex amid COVID-19. It points out that in addition to kissing and rimming, putting someone's penis or sex toy in your mouth until it's been in someone else's, after it's been, okay, so no, okay. Picking up the virus also says that using condoms and dildos during oral sex might help prevent contact with potential. Okay, yeah. Well, that's if you're wearing it. Now, if you put a condom on and you shove it up someone's butt and then you put it in your mouth, that's going to be just as bad. Plan is not time to skip cleaning your sex toy. Okay, should always clean them up. Thankfully, experts across the board aren't suggesting that sex is completely off the limits now that you've effectively taken a crash course. Yeah, and why? I don't know if this is going to show up. Yeah, it's going to show up in the wrong place. Oh well, too bad for that. I keep forgetting to have to see my levels on my input, and that's my fault. So if I'm blowing out my mic, I apologize. What really gets me in all this is how much this has to be taught, and people don't even know how to wash their hands properly, and that's amazing. So, so there you go. What do you think? Are you going to have less sex, more sex, or no sex? If you're married man over 40, you'll be like, yeah, what's the difference? But let me know in the comments below, and thanks so much for stopping by, and be safe out there. Okay, here we go, go. Is that good enough? I don't, are there comments? I don't know. All right. 3, 2, 1.